Tomorrow marks 44 years to the day that Governor Robert D. Ray signed the Iowa bottle bill into law. Since then, there's been a lot of unforeseen challenges that still have lawmakers tackling today. Zach Fisher joins us now with the latest in the bottle bill saga. Zach.
Yeah, Janae, thank you. We might be getting close here to a new type of bill. I want to focus on redemption centers. And one way that money is going to be pumped back in or attempted to be pumped back in is through them. So currently they only get 1 cent back to the can that they collect. Now a bill that passed through the Senate this week, they would get 3 cents back to the can. And the House plan, it's similar, but they would only get 2 cents back. It's not seen the debate floor. And they had their bill on the debate calendar this week twice, and it was pulled both times. I spoke with a family who runs a redemption center, and they say they may have to close it if a change does not happen.
Bottles and cans. It just means a nickel to most, but to some, it's business and their livelihood. One family has been running a redemption center for decades, and they say it's no longer sustainable.
Our costs keep going up, but what we get doesn't, and so we were looking at having to close if something didn't change, which I hate to do because think of all these cans here. What would the ditches look like?
At K&B Redemption Center, they collect thousands upon thousands of cans a day, depending on if they're able to stay open and pay those who are recycling them. And their concern is if they close, for the people who need those dollars to get by.
A lot of people that bring in their cans, that's their daily living. A lot of people are homeless, and that is a lot of our business, and they live off of that. They really do. And that is scary to me for them not to have that income.
At the State House, with the Senate passing their bottle bill and the House waiting to debate theirs, the Speaker of the Iowa House say they are as close as they have ever been to passing this between both chambers.
I'm hopeful still at this point. We'll see how the negotiations go over the next few days to see if we can find some common ground, because I think it would be a big step forward for the legislature to finally be able to tackle as much of that issue as we can.
If that were to happen, whether the increase to 2 cents or 3, it would mean the world to K&B Redemption.
Answer to the prayers.
It would be the answer to our prayers for sure. It's been a really rough go since COVID. We have not came back out on top.
There's a couple other things in both of those bottle bills. One being that grocery stores would not be required to collect those cans, and that's something that Democratic leadership doesn't quite like. It might be debated next week. We'll just have to see, Janae.
Yeah, a lot of people waiting to see if those changes do come. Thanks, Zach.